Another important question which comes in exam is comparison between perfect competition and monopoly. The following are the points of comparison between perfect competition and monopoly. Number one is goals of the firms. A firm's objective, whether operating under perfect competition or monopoly, is to earn maximum profit. A firm that aims at maximizing profit is called a rational firm. Assumptions regarding production. Under perfect competition, it is assumed that all firms produce or sell homogeneous products. A monopoly firm may or may not produce homogeneous products. In case of monopoly, another main assumption is that the entire supply is made by one firm. Third is assumption regarding number of sellers and buyers. Under perfect competition, there are large number of buyers and sellers of homogeneous product. No seller by changing his supply and no buyer by changing his demand can influence the price. Under perfect competition, a group of firms producing homogeneous products is called industry. On the contrary, under monopoly, there is only one seller and large number of buyers. Firm is also an industry under monopoly. The monopolist has full control over the entire supply of the product. Assumption regarding entry. Under perfect competition, there is no restriction on the entry of new firms into and exit of the old firms from the industry. However, this entry or exit is not so simple in the short run. It is possible only in the long run. In case of monopoly, there is restriction on the entry of new firms. Because of monopoly situation, no new firm can enter the industry or market. Implications regarding shape of demand. Under perfect competition, due to large number of firms and the assumption of homogeneous product, demand curve is perfectly elastic. It means that under perfect competition, average revenue curve is parallel to OX axis. In this case, average revenue is equal to minor revenue, as is evident from this figure. AR and MR are shown by the same curve PP. In this situation, price of the product is determined by the industry and each firm has to accept that price. Firm therefore is a price taker, not a price maker. On the contrary, under monopoly, average revenue curve slopes downwards. In this case, average revenue and marginal revenue curves are separate from one another as shown in figure. MR curve not only slopes downwards but it is below AR curve. Monopolist is the price maker. Implications regarding decisions. Under perfect competition, a firm can take decision only in respect of the quantity on to be produced. It can at the best decide as to how much to produce at the price determined by the industry so as to be in equilibrium. A firm need not incur any selling cost by way of advertisement. On the other hand, a monopolist can determine either the quantum of output or the price. But even he cannot determine both. It is so because when one of these two factors is determined, then the other is also automatically determined. A monopolist has to spend a good deal on research and development if he fears the entry of potential competitors. He may incur some selling costs on advertisement and publicity. Comparison regarding price. In the long run, price under monopoly is higher than the price under perfect competition. It is so because in the long run, equilibrium of the firm under perfect competition, price is equal to minimum long run average cost as shown in this figure. In other words, under monopoly conditions, output is reduced from ON to OM and price is increased from OP2 to OP1 as compared to perfect competition. It is clear from this figure that under perfect competition, a firm will be in equilibrium at point B and produce ON output at OP2 price. On the other hand, under monopoly, price will be more than minimum long run average cost. With a view to earning supernormal profit, a monopolist seeks to attain equilibrium before reaching minimum average cost. In other words, monopoly prices higher than average minimum average cost. In this figure, point E indicates equilibrium of the monopoly firm which produces OM output and sells the same at OP1 price. Thus, under monopoly, long run average cost is CM, which is higher than the minimum average cost BN. Comparison regarding output. In case of long run equilibrium, output of the firm under perfect competition is more than monopoly firm. In the long run equilibrium, a firm's long run marginal cost, marginal revenue, long run average cost, average revenue, all are equal to one another as shown in the figure. Equilibrium point B indicates MC is equal to MR equal to AR equal to AC. Under perfect competition, therefore, the output will be ON. On the other hand, equilibrium and output under monopoly will be OM, which is less than competitive equilibrium output ON. Accordingly, under monopoly, equilibrium price is more and output is less than under perfect competitive equilibrium. Comparison regarding supply. In case of perfect competition, supply curve can be known. It is so because, firstly, under perfect competition, all firms can sell as much quantity of the product as they like at the given price. Secondly, there is no price determination under perfect competition. In the short run, marginal cost curve above average variable cost is the supply curve, and in the long run, marginal cost curve above average cost is the supply curve. On the other hand, under monopoly, supply curve cannot be calculated. Marginal cost curve is not the supply curve of the monopolist. There are two reasons for it. A monopolist can sell different quantities at a given price or a given output at different prices. A monopolist can indulge into price discrimination. It means a monopolist can charge different prices for the same product. Comparison regarding profit. In the short run, a firm, whether operating under perfect competition or monopoly, may earn supernormal profit or normal profit or incur losses. In the long run, a firm under perfect competitive equilibrium earns only normal profit. On the other hand, a monopoly firm under long run equilibrium continues to earn supernormal profit. Utilization of resources. A firm under perfect competition makes optimum use of available resources. Firm produces optimum level of output and factors of production get proper reward on account of perfect mobility. On the contrary, in case of monopoly, the main objective of the monopolist is to maximize his profit. He achieves this objective by fixing high price per unit of output and reducing the total quantity of output. Since the output is deliberately restricted, in monopoly there is no full utilization of available resources.